don't know why I feel the need to like throw my hands out at you, but there they are. Hey, how you doing? I know I just posted a video about our books that are currently available on Amazon. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out because we have some really great titles that I shared with you in that video. I have a ton of books over there. I should actually, if you guys are interested in knowing how to do that, I can share tips too. So I'll think about that. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you want information on how to start publishing books on Amazon KDP. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. Let me just go into who I am and everything. Did I say who I was? I don't know. Okay. I'm Christine. I'm owner and content creator of bloomingbrilliant.net, where I share educational resources, parenting advice, and of course, information about homeschooling. I'm a homeschool mom of 2. I homeschool my 12-year-old daughter and my 8-year-old son right here in Brooklyn, New York, and I love to share our homeschooling journey with you. I have been getting a ton of questions about homeschooling and how to get started, and I have been having so much fun replying individually, but it can be time consuming and hard to keep up with everything. So I wanted to just jump on and do a video talking about getting started homeschooling, though I have videos about getting started homeschooling. And yeah, and talk about it. So I got my water. We're gonna talk. So a lot of people are asking about getting started homeschooling and how hard it is, especially here in New York. Now, I cannot talk about all the other states. You have to do your research for your state that you're in. So, whatever state you're in, try to Google and check out your government website, because, like, New York has one. It's, I don't know it off the top of my head, but the homeschooling, it's like a .gov. Homeschool, New York. Department of Education. Okay. It's the schools.nyc.gov. And then you have like enrollment help and homeschooling. And then it has all the updates for COVID-19 because everything changed when COVID-19 happened. So you may have seen previous videos where I've talked about getting started homeschooling, because like I just whispered, I have other videos about getting started homeschooling, but some things have changed. Like they don't accept paper stuff anymore. When it was, they were only accepting paper stuff. Now they want everything emailed to them. So they have their emails displayed on their website, which is, if you're sending the letter of intent in, you want to send it in to letterofintent@schools.nyc.gov, and they only take the letter of intent. Any other papers or paperwork is going to homeschool@schools.nyc.gov. That's again here in New York. Okay? Now, they also have forms available. So you download the PDF of these forms that are available. If you scroll down on that page, you'll see a form for the letter of intent. You'll see a form for the individualized home instruction plan. You'll see a form for, and it depends on the grades. There's one for grades 1 to 6, and then there's one for grades 7 through 8, and then there's one for grades 9 through 12. I'm looking at their site as I'm talking to you, so that way I'm giving you like the most current information. You also can download your homeschooling quarterly reports there, the forms to fill out, and your annual assessment written narrative. You can get the form there as well. So they made everything super easy. And they have a homeschool attendance calendar, but that isn't necessary. They don't ask for a calendar to be submitted to them. That's just for your use, like if you want to keep track of the days you do school. We do, but not with that form. We just know the days. We mark it in our daily calendar journal and stuff. Okay. Okay. You can put your child back in traditional school after you homeschool. Now, it is up to the school on whether they accept you easily or they make you jump through hoops like taking placement test and all that. Now, when you want to start homeschooling, say it is this date, it is December 8th, and you decided, you know what, I want to homeschool. This is a great time to start homeschooling because you can easily transition your child from traditional school to homeschooling during the winter break. But some things you need to do is send in your letter of intent, which once you send in that letter stating that you plan to homeschool your child for the remainder of the school year, you officially homeschool. You're officially a homeschooler. You don't need any kind of paperback. You don't need anything yet. They get it. So what happens is then you want to take your child out of their school. So you can either write them a letter, write the school a letter stating that you are you're withdrawing your child from the school. You could go in, you could talk to them and tell them that you want to, like, your child is no longer going to be enrolled there or whatever. If they give you problems, because they could, it's up to the school. Usually they're pretty good, especially right now with everything going on. But if they do give you problems, you might want to check out the Homeschool Legal Defense Association, which is hslda.org. And they have plenty of tips and services that can help you when it comes to if your school is giving you problems. They give you like legal help. You do have to pay a fee, I think, if you join with them. But there is plenty of information there that can help you if you need it. So I was looking at their little site that they got. What else? Let me look back at the questions. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so once you send in your paperwork, that letter of intent, you can officially start homeschooling. I recommend deschooling, which is taking some time away from the whole having to do work thing, because a lot of us have that traditional school mindset, and being able to take that little break from school, which again, winter break is a perfect time because then you're taking time away from doing learning, like structured learning, like here are some worksheets and here is some book work and stuff. Taking a break from that really helps because homeschool is not school at home. Homeschool is its own thing. It's a lifestyle. It is constantly learning. It's not structured from 8 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. I've said this so many times, but I say it again because not everybody watches everything, so I just want y'all to know. It is not the same thing as school, and so many of us feel the pressure of comparing our homeschool to traditional school, and therefore we feel like failures because homeschool lessons are done within like an hour or two, and then what do we do with the rest of the day? You know, they're not learning. They're learning constantly. Whether they're on the go with you doing errands, where they're doing the things that they like to do on their own, whatever it is, they are learning. Learning is happening. It all can add to your hours because I've had millions of questions about how to figure out the hours. It is hard to figure out the hours because you have to sit there and count everything that has been done towards your hours. So like if you teach your kids how to cook, or if they start practicing how to sew, or if they know how to do the laundry, or, you know, mailing a letter, teaching them how to mail a letter or budget but you sit and pay your bills and you have them with you and you're teaching them how to budget things. Watching educational shows together or movies, having conversations about those shows and movies, reading books, even if they are fun, reading books, all the things count towards homeschooling. Even the fun activities, even playing games. So many things can count towards homeschooling if you are looking for the educational value in each of them. So it's hard. So that's why I say deschool. Deschool for yourself, deschool for your children. They need to know that homeschooling is not the same as school. It's not school at home. There are programs that you can enroll in if you want accredited. I don't know. I don't have a list of them. But there are programs that if you want an accredited school at home, a virtual school, but then that is not homeschool. That is virtual school. They are enrolled in a school, even though it's taking place at your house through a computer. Does that make sense? There are programs that can help you, like Time for Learning I have shared about. I have used it for a quarter out of all the years of homeschooling. I only used it for 1 quarter. We liked it for what grades they were in at the time. I don't have extensive use of it to give you guys all the ins and outs of it. It works. It's great. It's a great option, I should say. But it's not the end all be all. When you're looking for curriculum, you want to take your time. I know that we need to fill out reports and everything, so we need to be quick about it, like figuring out what works, what's meeting the requirements. But take your time to figure out what works for your child's learning style, what works for your teaching style. Take all these things into consideration when choosing curriculum. Where to buy curriculum. You can buy stuff off of Amazon. You can get things free off of websites and blogs. You can purchase curriculum through eBay, which, yes, it still exists. So reuse stuff. Even Facebook Marketplace, you can buy resale of curriculum. You could get curriculum from Rainbow Resources, which is a great site, from the actual curriculum companies. So there's plenty of companies that produce or publish school books, like homeschool books. So you could get curriculum from there. What else? Amazon, I said. Homeschool Buyers Co-op is another great option. You could also enroll them in things like Time for Learning. There's other programs as well out there. Time for Learning, though, as well as many other programs that I'm not I don't have a list, but because this is just like off the top of my head, all the information that I'm just like downloading into you. But anyway, it's just a curriculum. It is not a school. So Time for Learning, because I get a lot of comments on that post that I've done for them, is just a curriculum. It is not a school that you are sending your child to. It is not a virtual school that you don't have to worry about anything. Your child, if you were choosing to homeschool, you are the teacher. You don't have to know everything. You don't need to be like the know-it-all, but you have to be open to learn alongside your children, because I don't know things, and we sit and we look things up. We will learn things together, and I'm learning along the way with them for some things. But yeah, you have to be open to that. You have to be open to spending time researching and doing things and activities and planning and studying up on philosophies and ways to teach and your child's learning style and everything. It's not 1, 2, 3. And I don't think that anybody believes that it's like 1, 2, 3. I don't have to send my child to school and I could just there are options, but you could always have a tutor. You could always enroll them in different classes, always enroll them into homeschool co-ops, which is a group of homeschoolers which you can teach different things, or another parent could teach something, or anything. There's options. You don't have to do everything for all your kids and everything, but you do have to be willing to spend some time, spend some energy, besides forking over some cash when it comes to teaching and curriculum and all that. And there's budgets. Like, you could set a budget and you could follow whatever budget you make. So that's what I mean. You could buy things resale. There are free curriculums out there. you can do it for whatever situation you are in. If you're working, you can still homeschool, because homeschool is up to you. It's not up to somebody else. So it has to fit your schedule. You can homeschool in the morning, bright and early. You can homeschool in the evening. You can homeschool for an hour in the afternoon. You can homeschool any time of the day, on various days of the week, on Sundays, on Saturdays, whatever works for you. So, those are just some of the answers to some of the questions that I have received recently. And me just ranting about it. Oh, I'm trying to, think of everything you guys have asked and let you all know the information that I have. But I hope this helps you. And it's not too wordy, but if you have any other questions, you can drop them in the comments and I'll do another video and I'll try to be more put together. But I'm just looking all over the place to give you guys the resources that you need and also answer all the questions that I have received recently. So yeah, I hope this helps. Let me know down below and I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.